which the company is introducing, known to customers as the Black Box, limits the usage of video recorders and brought a lot of opposition from the city's television dealers. Attempting to counteract the problems, Cork Communications called a press conference last evening at its studio headquarters on George's Quay. It turned out to be another public relations problem. Newspaper journalists were unhappy that the conference was to form a multi-channel programme for the nightly local cable news and feature programme it transmits. Company Managing Director Jim O'Shea arrived to find that the journalists weren't willing to take part, and the ensuing debate would have made a programme on its own, but studio cameras weren't filming it. We were.
From a multi-channel viewpoint, it obviously is important to have the videotape of the press conference and use that fully as well, because that is one of the methods of communicating with subscribers to multi-channel.
I find myself participating in a press conference organised by and for multi-channel, and it's not a normal press conference. By any standard, and Robin, you've been in the game long enough to know it's not.
With the company needing the material for its programme, relations were restored and the news conference went ahead. Multi-channel officially says it has a 7% customer payment problem, which it describes as low, but that it has invested £10 million in its system and another £4.5 million in the set-top converters, for which it must get a return. Though paid-up customers will get one set-top converter free, the problem is that it limits recording of channels on the video. To maintain full usage of an attached video recorder, a second converter is necessary, and similarly for any extra sets in the house fed by cable. The effect on video recording has caused the main problem, and customers are also annoyed that they'll have to pay extra in addition to the annual cable fee of £112 to maintain full usage of videos. Multi-channel has been accused of conning the public.
But on the 14th of July on Cork Local Radio, Mr. O'Shea, you said you'd supply a second box for the video.
I did.
At that time you didn't mention anything about a rental charge. You said you would supply
in actual fact I did say it would be free. Well, I'm actually modifying what I said. I definitely did say that.
You said to be free of charge.
Yes, but what I have done is I have freed the limitation the only limitation that you will now have is in relation to pre-setting.
But didn't you actually con people by saying to them that you would give this service free, the second set-top converter free, and you are now charging a rental for it? Isn't that a charge?
Absolutely. I think con is a very strong word here.
Well, I'm using it.
And I think that it's a little unfair. We have researched this on a request. Remember, when we started the cable, we had the same problem why people should have cable on their houses. We are endeavouring to provide a service. The only way we can provide that service is through scrambling.
Amidst all of this, there have been reports that the cable vision company is having financial difficulties and could be preparing itself for a takeover, and that its customer relations are poor. Mr. O'Shea wasn't willing to give detailed financial figures in public. But is the company really in financial difficulties?
This company certainly went through a very sticky patch. Cable has gone through a sticky patch in this country, as you're well aware. You probably are all aware in 1984, Galway had to be taken over by RTE because it went to the walls.
Is there any fear of multi-channel, coming back to the point, being taken over, or are you going to continue independently?
I don't know as regards takeovers. Our licence is governed by the Department of Communications. Should somebody make a bid for here, I can't speak on behalf of the shareholders, but the people who are in this company and the Cork people who are in this company are very much committed to it and have put a lot of money into this company.
And on the basis of information, who's giving out misinformation about the set-top converter?
Well, I feel, in fairness to the public, that we have been short in relation to how we've dealt with some of our subscribers, and I apologise for that. But I can assure you that this has now been rectified, and should I find any of our staff giving misinformation, heads will roll.